Hey everyone, welcome back to Body Bags. We're on another random week, so I decided to go with a movie that, it's been reviewed before, but it's been, 2 years or whatever since it was last reviewed, so what the hell, thought, what the hell, I'll go for it. I'm going with, The Church. This is, Michele Sauve's, I think it's his second feature film. Yeah, after, Stage Fright. Um, I originally saw this movie a hell of a long time ago. When did this come out? It came out '89. I must have saw it when it was released on, I think Anchor Bay released a DVD of it, if I remember right. I saw it back then, and honestly, I didn't think much of it. Because, I knew kind of the backstory, that this was supposed to be Demons 3. And, I went in wanting Demons 3, I didn't get it, so I was kind of pissed about it. Um, Looking back at this now, before that, I'll get into it. The basic plot of this is back in when was it? The olden days or whatever, a bunch of basically almost like Templar type knights. They slaughtered this group of like I don't even know if they were actual devil worshippers, but they slaughtered this entire village and they ended up building a church on top of it to keep the evil contained, sort of thing. Flash forward to modern times. This church is getting a restoration on it. And in the meantime, a guy's come along. He's going to be their librarian, sort of thing. So a lot of stuff happens. A lot of stuff that just kind of happens because it happens. Like, he comes in, he meets the girl that's doing the restoration. She happens to find this thing that he sees, and then he learns all about stuff going on. I'll say this movie's got a lot of problems. Is it a bad movie though? No. There's a lot of I'll say this. There is a lot of well, why did that happen? Plot. We need to move the plot along. That's why it happened. Doesn't always make sense. So you have this restorer here. You have this guy with these books, looking at the books and everything. She finds this piece of old parchment type thing, and it plays out then sort of like a Demons film, but not as good, if that makes sense. Eventually, the seal is broken. Demons start rising up, and our main guy, our librarian guy, ends up getting possessed and turning into a giant goat looking demon thing. I'll just leave it at that. All in the meantime, you have this kid. I think she was played by Asia Argento, actually. She's sneaking out of the church. She lives there with her parents or whatever, and she's sneaking out. So that. Let's put it this way: when I watched it this time, I watched it, looking back, saying okay, I know this was rewritten from a Demons film. Can I see where Demons was in this? And I kind of can. When the girl sneaks out, I get this feeling. I don't know if it's true or not, but I get this feeling that is when the demonic stuff was originally supposed to come into play. She was supposed to go out somewhere, maybe to a movie theater, part one, and get possessed, and then come back in, and all hell breaks loose. That's the feeling that I got. All in all, though, everything said, it does work. It works as a standalone film, and my only gripe with it, and it's, I'll put it this way: the effects are good. I have no complaints about the effects. The acting, for the most part, seems pretty decent all around. The soundtrack is good. Let's just say this: it definitely has a Demon's flavor in the soundtrack. You know, you have like some like heavy metal thrown in there and everything, or at the very least like hard rock type stuff thrown in. It works. It works. Um, where this movie kind of goes off the rails, though, is eventually, when people start like going evil or whatever, there's some inconsistencies with stuff. It's like at first they're playing it up like this one guy, he gets like possessed or whatever. Then he's like going around, he scratches this kid or whatever, and then the kid gets possessed, and so kind of like demons, that same basic premise. But it goes from there to like all these random people being possessed, and you don't really know why. It's just they are. There's a whole scene where the girl, Asia Argento's character's father, like goes down into the crypt and kills himself with a jackhammer, which is it's an awesome scene. I love it. But then about like 45 minutes later, he somehow appears again with not a drop of blood on him and kills like a school teacher. And then he just kind of like disappears, and everyone just kind of goes about their business as if this hasn't just happened. A little weird. But I'm remembering, this is his second film. This isn't someone who's high up in their career. All in all, though, for a movie on its own, it's like a 7 out of 10. I enjoy it. It's fun to watch. You got some really nice set pieces, some really good effects, and honestly, you get kind of this one scene where you got this girl. She's like a biker girl or whatever, and she's like, there's some relationship thing going on, and she ends up like with like the demon guy, and he's like all demoned out. He's got the wings and everything. She's like completely naked, and he's like holding her. It looks just like that picture from, I think, who was it that did it? Was it Boris Vallejo? I don't know, someone like that. But it looks like that picture, and it's kind of a cool scene, honestly. All in all, though, fun flick. Would it have been better as a Demons movie? Maybe. I think it might have. But all in all, 7 out of 10. Good stuff. So yeah, there you go. The Church. That's it for me. I'll see you next time.